Can you give me a timestamp by chance?
Uh-uh.
What episode number is this? 91?
91!
Whoa, man. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It is, of course, your Midwest Sad Boys, and this is, as always, your Midweek Sad Boy Update. I'm Jim.
And I am powered by empanadas and coffee.
He's also a hater from last week.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Ooh, what do we got there? What are we drinking?
Coffee.
Oh, it's hot, too. I see some steam coming off that.
It's steaming. I got my Team Rocket mug for the
What
camera.
flavor of coffee are you drinking?
This is a Costa Rican blend with caramel macchiato.
Ooh. I'll take your word on it. I had a white mocha once. It was all right.
You wouldn't like this.
I'm glad you know that. Glad you recognize that. Oh, man. Let's see. What do we got today? Do you have anything? I've got some stuff.
I went to Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah. How was
I was
that?
going to talk about that because dude, it was awesome. Gio and I went out and it was great. We drove out to Charlotte. I have to talk to you about the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Ooh.
It's in Charlotte, so we can get it.
Interesting.
So we drive up. We have a great time. We're walking around. We go get pizza at this. Let me find this pizza place's name real quick. Hold on.
Not a sponsor, but shout out to this awesome pizza place, apparently.
Dude. What's the name of the place? Hold on. It was in Charlotte. It was called King of Fire Pizza. So we go in there and we're like, all right, cool. Like, Gio being, from the New York area, right?
Oh, yeah.
You judge a pizza place by their cheese slice.
Right, of course.
So he gets a cheese pizza, and this guy's trying to talk us into their specialty pizza. And I'm like, well, what's a specialty pizza? It's a pizza with cheese, pepperoni, crispy little cup pepperonis, right?
Ooh, okay.
Red pepper flakes, and honey.
Interesting. Okay.
So I was like, how about we split it? So, like, I'll get half the cheese, half of this one. Like, me and Gio split them. Like, I tell you, I took one bite.
Of which one? The cheese side or the special side?
The special one.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Life-changing, huh?
I've been to New York. I've been to Chicago. I've had their pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
This one, my favorite.
Interesting.
I didn't expect it.
Charlotte style pizza. What
Dude,
is it? So it wasn't New York style pizza with just some flair. Or?
It was a nice crust. The undercarriage of the crust was nice, and there wasn't a lot of flop. It was great. The cheese was good. The sauce was good. I was not expecting honey pepperoni red pepper flake pizza to be that good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a honey pepperoni pizza. That does sound intriguing, though.
I'm telling you, we got to go. We got to go to Charlotte.
Well, all right then.
At some
Sad
point.
Boys do a pizza run. Check out our next YouTube video.
But so there's one other thing that happened outside of the amazing Monday Night Raw event, and that was so we when we got there, we go in. We park in the parking garage. We go in. We get our key for the room. And
Two bros.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so we got the key, and it has your checkout date on there, which threw me off, right? 2/18. This was last week for everyone listening.
That was yesterday.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
On Tuesday,
we were on the 5th floor.
Right.
So in my head, I combined it. 5, 5th floor, 18. So we go upstairs, room 518. I'm like, great. I'm like, oh, the door's like kind of like propped open. So like, let's go on in, let's put our stuff down. We do our thing. We'd leave.
Wait, so hold on.
Hold on.
So your room is on the 5th floor, and you randomly just decided to pick 518 and walk
because
in?
the checkout date said 18. So in my head, 518.
Okay, so whose room did you go in? Not yours.
No one's.
Oh.
Definitely not ours. Ours was 522. So we go out, we get pizza, we come back before Raw, and we go to the door, and I'm like,
It's not opening.
it's like, Gio, this isn't our room. He's like, this is where we put our stuff. I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I'm telling you.
We're saying the same thing. So I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, all right, let's go back in the elevator. So we go back down. I'm like, I'll tell them it's my fault. So I go up to the counter and I'm like, all right, look, man, here's what happened. And I explained it to him, and he's kind of like sitting like this, like, and he like a little smirk on his face. He's like, this guy's gonna have to help you. And the guy's like, low key laughing. He's like, all right, let's go. And we find out like it has happened before. So we're like, all right, we don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
But we go in, stuff's still there.
Okay. Good start.
So it was great. It all worked out in the end. But first time I've ever put my stuff in the wrong room before.
The last time you.
Also the last time.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever. Well, we've had an experience where Megan and I, like, the room keys just stopped working, and it was we were in DC and we had taken the dog, and I think I've told the story on the pod. Maybe I told the story on the podcast for it. But we went to our room, dropped all our shit, put Trini in her crate. We were like going out for dinner. We come back and the room key doesn't work. And we had to like go to the desk and find out why. And they like, I don't know, something about switching rooms. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can switch rooms. I need in this room. My dog is in there. So I feel for you when you're like, I need to get my shit now. Yeah, it's important that I get my shit now.
Jeez. Yeah, so that was fine. But then we went to Raw. Show was great. But one thing we wanted to do was get a picture of the WrestleMania sign.
Oh, yeah.
Because from Royal Rumble to Mania, they have the sign at every show. Mm-hmm. So people will like point to the sign. It's like to advertise WrestleMania.
Right.
So we go.
A lot of gestures. You got to be careful when you're
one finger.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're pointing up to that.
You can't do a forefinger.
Yeah, no, you can't. One. Yeah, you can't tuck the thumb in. You got to follow the scale. Right, you either pet the dog or the child or.
Yeah, one's...
What was it? I don't remember.
Hailing a taxi.
Hailing a taxi and petting a child. Anywhere in between is a no-go.
One says, I'm going to WrestleMania. One says, I'm going to enslave a group of people.
Right.
We don't want to do that. So we walk through to where our seats are, and we're on the back side of the sign. We're like,
boo.
Shit, like, what are we going to do? So we go, and we start walking around.
Yeah. It's a big stadium. You can walk around.
So we walk around and we go, and the only place that we could get a view from it was from one of like the box suites. So we walk up to this like the security guard who's like checking to see if you actually are sitting in the section. And Gio,
well, the smooth talker that Gio is, you know him.
Granted, this woman was very nice, and it seemed like she may have let us do it anyway. Gio sweet talked her.
Of course he did.
So he's like, just like 1 minute, can we just get in there and just like take a picture real fast? So you can watch us. We're right here and back. So we go and we do it. And it was so great. We got the picture. I'll pop it right here.
Oh, bing. There it is. Look at that.
Putting more work on myself again. Here we go. But
it looks really good though.
Thank you. But yeah, so we got to do that. So like partial bucket list item. Like I want to go to a WrestleMania. But being able to see the sign at a Monday Night Raw, it was really cool.
Good start.
Overall, awesome show. Great time. So,
yeah. Did anybody win that we wanted to win?
Well, I mean, Penta, dudes.
Yeah.
I want to show you his entrance real fast.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to do it justice on the phone video, but it's still really freaking cool on the phone
video. Obviously, when you're there in person.
Well, like when you watch it on like Monday Night Raw, like it hits a lot different. Where's it at here? Come on now.
I left my water.
Oh dang, dude,
that's way over yonder.
That's way over yonder.
Yep, that's out of reach. That's okay.
Here we go.
Hydration check brought to you by my saliva glands, who are desperately looking for hydration right now.
Okay, so here we go. Come on.
How do iPhone? Oh, that's cool. That's sick.
Yeah, dude has such a cool entrance, dude. It's awesome, and he's so smooth when he walks, and but he was great.
What's his like little outfit? What is he? Is that something on his head?
He's a luchador, yeah.
Oh, this dude. He was doing the whole. What was this like? I was watching the WrestleMania or not WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, and he was doing. What is that? What is that little thing?
That's his whole thing. That's like his Zero Fear is basically.
Yeah, because he would be like this, and then he would like do it in people's face. And I was like,
well, then that's how he does like the high five with them.
Oh God, Jesus!
But it's really cool. But then
he looks like fucking Scorpion from
dude like jump in the ring.
Oh, that was sick. He looks like Red Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
He should be like the final boss in a Mortal Kombat game.
Yes.
Yeah, but he was super cool. That was awesome to see him. We got to see Jey Uso. It was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it was great. It was great. So Monday Night Raw. If anyone wants to go to a WWE show, it's a great experience, and I will stand by forever that wrestling has the best fans. Like, we met so many people just randomly, and every single person was super nice and wanted to talk about wrestling. They wanted just, everyone was having a great time. I saw a few people who was their first show who started talking. So like, it was just, it's fun. It's always a good experience. Definitely do it. Don't
let Jim hate on it. I'm not hating. It's just not for me.
Yeah. Hey, it's fine.
If you enjoy wrestling, good for you. I'm happy for you.
Maybe we can get you to an NXT show someday.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't oppose that. Speaking of more work for yourself, you put in copious amounts of effort in the Valentine's Day special to put up the pictures during the drawing portion of the episode, and I appreciate your efforts.
Yeah.
Tell me why that was the first episode my mom suggests that my grandfather and his wife watch.
I don't think I can tell you why.
That was not the episode to start somebody, especially my grandfather, on my podcast. But here we are, folks.
I want to say episode 24, the seance. That was probably a good one to start with. It's kind of kooky and
very,
fun.
very low key, but also just kind of no.
Or any other one.
Yeah, not 69,
not 69, not
89,
not 89.
Yeah, no. Well, but here we are. So
wow.
Shout out to all of our new, our two new followers, my grandfather and his wife. Thanks for maybe sticking around.
What's up, Jim's grandpa and wife?
On Valentine's Day, right? Or not on Valentine's. Yes, on Valentine's Day, I get a text from my mom, and she's like, "Oh, I'm watching this week's episode.
Oh no.
I love when the girls are on. It's so cool to see you guys all doing it together, and I like when you guys play those little games." And she's like, "I recommended your grandfather watch this episode," and I was like, "Why?
Did you do it before we got to the drawing part?
Yeah, At what point did you decide this was a good idea?
Yeah, I don't think before the drawing, it probably could have been an okay episode.
You
have you and me exchanging cards because that's what we do.
Yep, the girls, we were discussing stories, and
it was fine. But then we're drawing stick figures with half stick figures with shadows.
With full stick figures,
banging doorknobs and shit. Like it was a wild episode that probably wasn't for
everybody.
Them, right?
But
right.
Glad to have you.
Glad to have you.
So I'm just still trying to emotionally recover from that because I'm sure I've been written out of the will, and I'm just not excluded, or I've been excluded from the family gatherings from this point forward.
Maybe you'll just get something different in the will now.
Like what?
You just get like a dusty collection of sex toys. Oksana!
Speaking of Oksana, you had mentioned that there's potentially a Blue Mountain State.
I saw it in like 3 more places today.
New
so I
season
think
coming out. Hey, everybody on Podcast Land, we've talked about this before. If you haven't seen Blue Mountain State, highly suggest it. All right, let's actually talk about some real pop culture shit.
Talk about some real things. None of this Jason's adventures.
No, it's okay. We talk about that because we're going on an adventure next week, so we'll have plenty to talk about. Yeah.
Cranking some hogs, dude.
So cranking my MFN hog.
Can't wait.
So
I crank my hog so hard.
Just cranking it left and right. Dude, why did I have to take out a second mortgage to buy some eggs the other day?
How much did you pay for eggs?
We bought a 24 pack of eggs at Sam's Club for $8, which shakes out to about $4 a dozen, which is okay, but it has not been that expensive previously.
Honestly, I've seen them at like $5.50, $5.75. And they're just sitting there. No one's buying them.
Yep.
We went to Aldi the other day. They were like $4.60, and I'm like, all right, we'll get some.
Yeah, I like it. It's not that I can't afford them, but it's like,
It should be $3.
And I've said this before. Like it's the same shit. It's the same shit. 2 weeks ago. It's the same thing 2 months ago. It's the same thing. They're just eggs. It's not like we've reinvented eggs too. Like we don't have eggs too on the shelf. So like I just right
now with double the protein.
You know, honestly, I'm waiting for the day when they release eggs too, and they've scientifically modified them because we've reduced all FDA regulations about food consumption rules and laws, and it's just going to get wild.
It's just emu eggs.
I mean, you could eat an ostrich egg.
It's a pallet of emu eggs.
Anyhow, it was just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, we went to the grocery store, right? We had to get some things, and I know when I go to Sam's Club that my bill's always going to be high because I'm buying bulk.
In bulk.
That's the point of it, right? You buy it in bulk so you don't have to go as often, right? So we go get a big thing of chicken breast. We go get a big thing of chicken tenders and a big thing of steak, right? It's like I know that my bill's going to be huge. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's this, like, I can literally look at my Sam's Club app and I can just scroll back at how much I've paid for the same things.
Dude.
Like, I just don't get it.
I don't know if we talked about this at the one point. It was probably like 8 months, a year ago, whatever, when this whole thing kind of started like being brought up more, where somebody went back on their Walmart app and hit add items to cart from like a year ago.
Yep.
And something that was like $250, $300 was now like $600.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%. It's just messed up. And I saw something the other day of all these other countries around the world saying, "Oh yeah, well we have eggs, and you know it equals out to $2.50 a dozen or $3 for 10.
Yeah,
or,
it's 600 of whatever my currency is in this country, and then they do the conversion. It's like $2. You're like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
Price gouging. It's just like they say there's a bird flu, but like no other country is affected by this.
Well, hopefully we're not shipping eggs to other countries. Like that would be why the other countries are having cheaper egg prices. And I don't understand. Maybe.
I don't know.
And this is my lack of knowledge.
I'm not an eggologist.
Yeah, I'm not an eggologist here. So this is my lack of not necessarily supply and demand, but just like how not the word consumerism, but just how commerce. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Commerce. I'm thanking my own brain for thinking of the word. I don't understand the intricacies of commerce, right? You build it here, you ship it there, you sell it. I don't understand how it all works, but I know enough to understand numbers, right? So like hopefully we're not shipping eggs overseas because like why would we be shipping potentially deadly eggs over there when they've got chickens over there? They can make their own eggs. But then you see these videos of like the Canadian grocery stores and like all of the made in US products, none of them are getting sold because they're all stupidly expensive. And why would they want to support the country that's just dunking all over them? Honestly, I don't blame them, right? Like, we're out here, we're going to buy Denmark, we're going to buy Greenland, we're going to buy Canada.
Red, white, and blue land.
Yeah, we're going to buy every piece of land on this godforsaken planet, we're going to turn it into USA 2. And then when those countries are like, absolutely fucking not, and we're not buying your shit anymore. And then everyone's like, duh, what happened? I don't understand what happened.
With what money? We are at a massive deficit. We don't have red, white, and blue land money.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't do that.
And
we're going to buy them with Doge?
And then we got to reprint the flags because now we got to add a 51st star and just, Jesus Christ. It just seems complicated for no reason.
Yeah.
Does it not?
Yeah. Just things that we apparently are more important than like, helping people or
right. We have
solving problems.
We have a new government agency that is strictly focused on finding overspending on egregious things, right? Where we're cutting back on spending that we shouldn't be spending on. But let's go ahead and spend all kinds of government money to switch the signs back around from Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty, and now we're bringing it back to Fort Bragg. So hopefully we didn't throw those signs away. Maybe we just put them in storage and we could just like take them back out, because we found a different guy from the war who was named Bragg who wasn't on the bad side. It was his
second cousin who was like a little bit better, maybe.
He was on the other side,
right?
The side that won.
Oh,
right. So that was.
We only support winners here in the U.S. of A.
You know what? Not wrong.
Jesus Christ.
So, right, but that was the point, right? Is everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, the people who were loudly complaining about Fort Bragg honoring Confederate generals were mad that it was honoring a Confederate general, the side that lost, right? So they changed the name to Fort Liberty because that's what USA stands for: liberty, freedom, justice for all. It's almost like the speech that they've implanted in our brains.
And taxation.
Yeah, right. But so then they were like, well, we're going to change it all back because we have to show everybody that we don't stand for this whole snowflake bullshit. So let's change it all back to brag, but this time
we're going to throw a middle initial in there.
Let's pick a brag that was on the side that won so that people can't complain. But like, really, it's still about the other guy. But like, we're not going to say that out loud. It's the part that they're not saying out loud is the problem.
Yeah, the real reasoning behind things.
Right. So we're going to spend all kinds of crazy ass money on these signs to switch it all back to the thing that it was, like you said, instead of helping people.
It'd be really funny if that government agency just like wrote a report and gave it to the president. Was like, we found the problem. It's us.
The call's coming from inside, Mr. President.
It's coming from inside. That's exactly it.
I will say,
nobody else has money to spend.
I will say, so far, the one thing that Mr. Trump has done for me that I will applaud him for, he did some sort of executive order to remove whatever the logistical technicality was. We got plastic straws back. We got plastic straws back, everybody. Gonna be honest, paper straws, fucking trash. Absolute trash. Trash. And you can't deny that.
I'd rather just not use a straw than use a paper straw.
Right, exactly. So if I gave you between a plastic and a paper straw, which one would you pick?
Plastic.
Right, exactly. So the one thing that this man has done correctly is we've gotten rid of the paper straws and we're back to plastic straws, baby. Teach the turtles a lesson. Don't eat fucking straws. Like, it's not hard. It's not a fish.
So
it's
like,
not shaped like a fish. Don't eat it.
So like, how about we just bring back plastic straws and then just like, make it so there's better recycling agencies all across the U.S. and like, because we don't have recycling out here.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, why would we do that? I mean, it hasn't been beaten in our heads to recycle to save the planet, but then
RECYCLE recycle. There's literally a song.
I don't think. Can you sing that again?
That's all I got.
Oh, boo.
We can rewind it if you want to watch.
I don't think I've ever heard that song. That was a new one.
Yeah.
I don't think I was taught that song in elementary school.
Yeah, there's a song.
Good to know. But I agree. Why wouldn't we, maybe invest in the infrastructure to make the country great again instead of spending it all on other shit?
You're missing the small asterisk that's next to that slogan.
Yeah.
Which means make billionaires wealthier.
Right,
Yeah.
of course. Right, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
by make America great again, I mean make us richer.
And by us, we mean like 15 people. Fuck the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, what a thing.
Egg prices,
that
right?
was.
Fucking wild.
Egg prices, brother. Oh.
While we're on the subject of current events.
Speaking of eggs.
So, you know that they renamed the Gulf, right? I'm sure you've heard of that.
Oh, I heard that was a thing that happened.
I don't know, man. I just find it strange that the group of people that are so gung-ho for it's the Gulf of America. It has always been and will always be the Gulf of America. We're taking it back. Okay, so you admit that it had a name and it has now changed said name and you're going to continue calling it by the new name, right? So if my friend Kyle decides that he no longer wants to be a dude and he wants to change his name to Kylie, and I call him Kylie, just like y'all are calling the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. So you do possess the ability to recognize someone's name that they would prefer to be called, right? I just want to hear collectively everybody in the audience, yes or no, you possess the ability to call something by the name it has been changed to, right? Yes. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you admitting that. So I just don't understand when people are like, hey, gonna be honest, I'm not really vibing with the name that I was given as a baby, which non-consenting, didn't get to pick my name. That's totally cool. Now I want to go by this different name because that's who I feel I am. That's all right. Hey, you do you, boo-boo. Support the cause. So just so we're clear, we are capable of calling someone by the name they would prefer to be called by, but we choose not to because fuck them. That's why.
I mean, did the Gulf give you consent to rename them?
Yeah. Where was the consent from the Gulf of Mexico to change its name. I'm just curious. I don't know, man. It's just frustrating when the things that the other group complains about, the other group doing, because we try not to affiliate with either group because they both suck, right?
Yeah.
But if you've got one group that says this group is too soft and too snowflakey, and we refuse to do anything that this group does, and then this group goes and does the same thing that this group is doing, it's suddenly just okay. What mental gymnastics does it take to justify, to be like, oh, but when we do it, it's okay. But when you do it, it's fucking wrong. I'm befuddled, brother. I'm bamboozled, my guy.
It's one of those things where when people who are slightly less educated are just really looking for a win, and then that makes a big difference for them, and they feel in their heart of hearts that this was a victory.
We owned them, guys. We fucking owned them.
Yeah, we showed the Gulf of Mexico what's up, because now it's the Gulf of America. What's that, Associated Press? You just called it the Gulf of Mexico. You're out. You can't come to these conferences
Get
anymore.
out of here.
Goodbye.
You're gone. Yeah, Timu Kate Upton up there on the news, just telling people, this is what it's going to be called. And if
Kate Upton.
Did I say anything that was incorrect?
That's funny. That's great.
Now I've said it, now you can't unsee
Can't unsee it.
Yeah, right. So we got Timu Kate Upton up there, and she's just, this is what it's going to be called, and I don't understand why you guys just don't like it. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so you guys possess the abilities to recognize new names. Okay, cool. I just needed you to say it.
It's only when it's their idea, bud.
Right. That's the ticket.
That's the thing.
If it's anybody else's idea, it's wrong. And when it's our idea, it's right. And we owned them.
America.
Like, wait a second. Hold on. We've been. All right. Whatever. Whatever.
I don't know.
So those are the 3 political topics I had, because I don't know, man. It's just, I hurt my own brain trying to do the mental gymnastics that they do to justify it. And I was like, I have to get this off my chest.
I've pretty much at this point, if anybody brings up a political topic, I just stop listening.
I understand.
Like, not while we're on the podcast doing our unpaid internship, but like if somebody sends a text message about a political thing, I just read and go. Like, I don't read it. I just mark it as read and I'm out. Like I just try for this because I don't have time to pay attention to all this crap. I got work to do and I can't physically change anything from my couch.
Yeah.
So and I'm not getting off the couch because that hurts.
But we will sit here in front of a camera and try and just educate everybody else. Not necessarily what is right, what is wrong, because that is for up to you to decide what is right and what is wrong. But it's just funny when there's things that have been discussed before and suddenly it's bad. But then they come back up in conversation, but you think it's your idea. Suddenly it's okay, and we're all for it. It's like, wait, hold on.
It's like whenever I would be hanging around Mike, like Braddock a lot more.
What up, Mike?
What up, Mike? We'd hang out, and he would like make a joke about something, and then like it wouldn't be heard, and then he says like, and then you just said it, but a little bit louder, and it gets a big laugh, and I'm like, I didn't notice that happen, but like, I mean, sure, if it happened, like it was my joke, and now it's my idea. Yeah, so like it's the same concept.
Yep.
But I
don't know, man. I hope that the seasonal anxiety and depression is like almost over, because I'm sick of being sad. I'm just fucking over it. This weather, garbage. Like, I just want to go outside and enjoy some sunlight. I want to go hiking again. I want to be away from people, but I can't. So I have to be inside. And the only interactions I get that aren't you or Megan are my 3 coworkers that I speak to on a daily basis. And like, just legitimately, I don't care what those people have to say, because like I am only associated with you because I'm paid to be associated with you. You know what I mean? So like, I genuinely do not care what you have to say about what goes on outside of the, the 40 hours that I work with you. So other than you and Megan, I literally get 0 human interaction, which probably not good for my brain. No. I just want to go back outside, dude.
That might contribute to some of the doom and gloom. We got to get you. We got to get you up to a wrestling show or like a weekend trip with me and Gio. just to go hang out and have fun.
That would honestly sounds fucking great because I'm tired of sitting inside my four walls. I've never said I wouldn't go.
No, I know. I know you didn't.
For the record. Okay.
No.
I'm just tired of sitting inside my four walls, man. And just like I go to work, I sit at my desk, I come home, I sit at my desk, or I sit in bed and I sit in my car and I come here and I sit with you, and that's fine. I'm just tired of sitting inside. I want to go back outside.
That was like when we worked at Yelp. Like I'm at home all day. I get off work. I'm at home. I'm like, this was my office, and I couldn't not be at my Yelp office because I was at my upstairs studio office.
Yeah.
But like now I work for myself. I have no coworkers. So it's just me.
Yeah.
And like I have this whole big setup up here. But like I sit downstairs because Thanos can't really go up the steps very well, and I feel real bad.
Yeah, just hanging out with him.
Yeah, so I just hang out with him. But like, I totally get that. Like seasonal depression. Just, I mean, like, dude,
this episode brought to you by millennial privilege. Just throwing it out there. I recognize my problems are so fucking small in comparison to other people's problems. You know, homeless people, disabled people. Just many other people have it worse. And I'm just sounding like a little whiny bitch.
Hey.
But that's why I have a podcast, because I'm allowed to say these things.
But also, you know, it's good
you can skip it if you choose.
It's good to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So
you have to.
You have to. You can't just tuck it away and keep an eye on it.
No, you know, things explode and then people just take one-way trips to Europe and, you know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I agree with you, man. Yeah, dude, working at home was fun, also not fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, we should end this episode on a lighter note.
Yes,
because we're getting up there in time.
This is going to be a short one. I have to drive home in this crazy ass weather and
snowy. It's not snowy, icy rainstorm, dude.
30 degrees outside and it is freezing rain. There was an accident on my way here that I had to go through, so I'm going 30 miles an hour on my way home. So sorry if you were looking forward to a long episode this week. This week is we're just trying to make do and keep up with the schedule and just, you know, keep up with our what's the word I'm looking for? Yes. Obligations.
Yeah.
We are meeting our weekly obligations to bring you hopefully some entertaining commentary on the current public space of the world. Whether or not you wanted to talk about politics this week, you probably didn't, because like honestly I didn't either, but like I just had to get some of that off my chest. So are you ready with your story now, or your positivity?
Oh, you know what? We should do this.
What should we do?
So I had ChatGPT, our nice co-host, give me a 30-second radio ad about depression and how it's good to talk about it, but make it funny.
Oh, okay.
So how about you want to be voice 1 or voice 2?
It doesn't matter.
Pick one.
2.
Okay.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Okay, you're voice 2.
I'm voice 2.
1. Okay, ready?
Here
we go. We're gonna act this boy out. Here we go.
Sound effect. Phone ringing.
Ringing.
Yep.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh, you know, life is a never-ending roller coaster of disappointment and existential dread.
Cool. So, Taco Tuesday?
Dude, I just poured my soul out to you.
Yeah, and I'm here for it, but also like tacos. Because talking and tacos, that's self-care.
Go on.
Look, we all have bad days, but bottling it up, bad idea. Talking, way better. And if that talking happens over tacos, even better.
You had me at tacos, gotta be honest.
Talking about mental health doesn't have to be awkward. Reach out, listen, and maybe grab a taco while you're at it. A message from the Midwest Sad Boys. How did they steal a conversation from our head? Like
the fact that it was like, I'm here for it, that's wild.
The here for it, the existential dread. Yeah, but tacos? Like, dude, that was great. ChatGPT, everybody. Thank you so much for being wonderful.
The way AI should be used instead of, deep fakes of celebrities doing things they probably didn't intend for videos of them to be doing. Did you hear that there was another one? ScarJo got hit.
That's crazy. Where?
So I know where not to look.
Yeah, so I avoid that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but dude, that AI, everybody, it's the future. That was fun though. I'm here for it. How did it know to?
It just knows, dude.
That's kind of scary. Gonna be honest.
This is the kind of AI I'm here for. But Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us on this joyful episode 91 of the Midwest Sad Boys podcast. We're here every week, everybody, every Wednesday. Please hit the subscribe button, the follow button, the like button. If you see a dislike one, ignore it. Close your tab, close your window, swipe up.
Click it, pussy.
Don't. I mean, whatever. Leave a comment. Give us a data point. We'll roast you in the comments. It's fine. We're here for it. This has been your regularly scheduled midweek Sad Boy update. And if you don't see another episode, it's because Jim didn't get home safely.
Oof. Well, that's
pressure. Drive safe, buddy.
Fuck you. Why would you do that? Why would you put that bad juju into this world?
It's not bad juju. I'm willing it into existence.
Yes. What?
You getting home safely.
Okay. All right. That's what I would. All right.
I don't know how you missed that one. Let's put some. Let's put some like informational safety theme working music on somehow. I don't know. We'll figure out something out for that.
ChatGPT, pick me a song that would be used in an OSHA safety video.
I got it. I already got it. We're good.
That's what you need to pick. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to try and drive safely home. I hope you guys are safe on the roads or at your desk or wherever you're at. Thanks for being here. As always, I'm Jim.
And I'm Jason.
We have really been the honest to God sad boys this week. So stay sad, y'all. Tune in next week. Love you. Say it back. Bye. Dude, I was going off at home before I got here. I was big sad. I was big sad. So remember, everybody, if you really need to talk to someone, call us, text us. There's the number on the website. You can reach out to.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Is that Kim Possible or Power Rangers?
Yes. For real though, if you are considering doing anything bad to yourself, call the phone number that's on the internet, the one song by Logic, and people will be there to talk to you. See you next week, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye.